Hello everyone, welcome back to That Tech Enthusiast podcast extras. I'm your host, the Alien Doctor, and today we're going to be talking about why I chose each component / part for my PC gaming content creation build that I'm going to be doing. This is the second time I've had to record this because pretty much as soon as I finished the last episode, or the last time I tried to record a video like this or podcast like this, I then decided to get a different case, so oh well. But yeah, anyway, let's just get straight into it. I would recommend watching on YouTube if you have the choice, because I am going to be showing my screen quite a lot. So yeah, but obviously don't feel that you have to. I will still be explaining everything. But anyway, let's start with our CPU. So our CPU is going to be the AMD Ryzen 7 3800X. This is an 8-core processor with a 3.9 GHz clock speed and a boost clock of up to 4.5 GHz. It also has 16 threads and it's 7nm and a bunch of other stuff, and it includes a CPU cooler. Now, you may be wondering why I didn't go for the 5800X, obviously the new Zen 3 processor that launched, that I guess the kind of newer version of this one is the 5800X. And the reason I didn't go for that is, first of all, it's more expensive. Second of all, it doesn't even come with a CPU cooler. And I intend to use the stock CPU cooler from this CPU. So, because I really don't want to have to spend any more money than necessary. So yeah, we'll go for the stock cooler on here. And yeah, if I went for the 5800X, not only would I be paying more, I'd also be paying more for one without a cooler, which is kind of annoying. But yeah. Also, it looks like this has been... I think this has been sold out because it wasn't this price before, and the fact that it's got that plus is kind of suspicious. But anyway... It's kind of sus, not gonna lie. 309. Okay. Maybe it hasn't been sold out then. But anyway, moving on. So yeah, that's kind of why I didn't go for Zen 3. And I also decided to go B450 instead of B550 for the motherboard. So I'm going for the MSI B450 Tomahawk Max. Obviously I'm getting the Max version because I don't want to have to do a BIOS update first so that the CPU is supported. This is a pretty good board. 2 PCIe slots, or 2 of the big ones, what they called again? PCIe 16 slots, 3 PCIe times 1 slots, 6 SATA, and then a bunch of other stuff. And also because the MSI B550 Tomahawk recently came out, there's less demand for this board, so its price is actually slowly going down. If we take a look at this chart right here, you can see today it's £95, whereas just yesterday, no, a little bit, just earlier this week, it was £99, whereas now it's actually 95. So yeah, its price is slowly going down. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It looks pretty good to me. And yeah, it seems like a pretty reliable board. So the next thing on this list that I actually want to talk about is the RAM. Now, we're only going to touch on this because it doesn't really matter too much. Because it was kind of just the cheapest DDR4 3600 speed I could find. That's 16 gigabytes, of course. So yeah, 16 gigabytes of Crucial Ballistic DDR4 3600 CL16 memory, and this is what it looks like. That's kind of it, to be honest. There's no real particular reason why I chose this other than the fact that it is 3600 speed, because I wanted fairly fast RAM, and also it's 16 gigabytes, and it's the cheapest one that I could find. Also, there was another reason, or was that for something else now? I can't remember. Oh, no, never mind. I'm getting mixed up with the power supply. But anyway, on to the next thing. We're only going to touch on this because, it doesn't matter basically. But I'm going to be using an M.2 SATA Western Digital Blue 1TB SSD. And the reason it doesn't matter is because a while ago my laptop SSD broke, so I basically bought this SSD for my laptop. So I'm just going to take this SSD out of my laptop and actually use it in this PC build, which means my laptop will be temporarily not working for a while, but I'll just buy a smaller SSD to put it in or something. But yeah, and I mean, yeah, I'm using it right now. Seems all right. Obviously, it is SATA and not, it's M.2 SATA, not M.2 NVMe, but oh well. For graphics card, I actually went for the MSI GeForce GTX 1660 Ti Gaming X video card. It's got a little bit of RGB on, but it's not like covered in RGB, which I like, because I don't want there to be too much RGB in this build, if I'm being completely honest. It's got 2 fans, 3 display ports, boost clock of 1875 megahertz, 6 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory. Oh, and its core clock is 1500 megahertz. I don't think I'll be using the boost clock. I don't know. It's got G-Sync, 1 HDMI. I don't know if I've said that. Yeah, and I don't really need anything. I could have gone for an RTX 2060. However, that was a bit more expensive and a bit more out of my budget. And also, I like the ray tracing features are cool, but like I don't think I wouldn't be able to use the ray tracing features like all the time, like because the main difference between the 1660 Ti and the RTX 2060 is the RTX 2060 has ray tracing, whereas the GTX 1660 Ti does not, and or ray tracing support, because it's the GTX doesn't have any RT cores or various other things. Like it's physically incapable of doing some ray tracing things that would be necessary for it. And honestly, I can't think of any games that I would play. Like for an example, Minecraft. I'm not going to use, because I obviously play Minecraft quite a lot. I have my own channel all based around it. It's called The Alien Doctor. And oh yeah, if you're wondering why if you are watching the video version, there's my Instagram, and then underneath that there's some other text. It's because the text underneath it is my actual Instagram, because that text is wrong. But this is all like one Photoshop image, so it's hard to change it. I forgot I did that. I did that at the end of the episode that I got rid of. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I don't think I'm going to be using. I don't think I'm actually going to be using at all the ray tracing features that often, so I didn't see necessary to get a 2060. And then obviously the 3070, 80, and 90 are all way too expensive anyway. Otherwise I would have happily have got one. So yeah, in the end I just settled with this, and I am happy with it, to be honest. Well, I've looked at reviews, and I'm happy with like the reviews and stuff. Obviously, you've got to remember it's not like the best. It's not the best reviews and stuff, but that's because often they're comparing these reviews against cards that are going to do better, so you can just kind of see how it stacks up to higher priced cards. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Unfortunately, it has kind of gone up a fair bit in price, judging by this graph. But that's fine. Oh well. Nah, I can't really help that. But yeah, the next thing is the case, and this is a Corsair 275R Airflow. So originally I was just going to go with the Corsair 275R, but then I realised that there was an Airflow version of this case for actually a lot cheaper. Well, not a lot cheaper, it's like £5 cheaper, but still, it's cheaper. So yeah, I'm going for the Airflow version because this comes with 3 fans, and also this like material at the front of it means that it should have better airflow. which is good because obviously I'm going to be doing a lot of rendering and things like that, and video editing and content creation, streaming and whatnot, and I want to have good airflow. I don't want this to throttle at all. Obviously, in saying that, I am going for the stock cooler on the CPU, but anyway. So yeah, this case it comes with 3 fans. Another feature I like about it is that it has, and you can't really see in this image, I'm pretty sure on the Amazon photo of it though you can see, in that it's actually got like, oh, I can't remember the exact numbers. Ah, here it is. So it has 2 3.5-inch hard drive bays, and then 4 2 so yeah 2 3.5-inch hard drive bays, and then 4 2.5-inch SSD bays. And the reason that's important to me is actually because I'm going to be using some 2.5-inch hard drives that I found from I clicked on something. Go away, antivirus thingy. I'm going to be using some 2.5-inch hard drives from a couple of old laptops I have as well. Like, for example, all of my data is stored on a 2.5-inch hard drive inside my laptop on a 1TB one. So I'm just going to, hopefully, I should just be able to put that into the system and everything should be fine. And if it isn't, then I don't know what I'm going to do about that, because I'm assuming you can actually put 2.5-inch hard drives from the laptops into these bays. But, well, I guess we'll have to find out. Let's see, what else? So yeah, it's got 320mm fans included. I'm hoping that these should be good enough and that we shouldn't actually have to get any more fans for a while. I'm hoping. But, well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Because, yeah, I do want this to be a really well-cooled system. And I really do like this front design as well. It's not got any USB-C. It's just got 2 USB ports on the top, on the front. And it's also got a tempered side glass panel as well as a dust filter thing on the top if you want to, like, mount a radiator up there or something. But I have no intention of doing water cooling ever. I don't like water cooling. Not a fan. I don't like the idea of just putting water near all these expensive components, and also it looks too complicated for my small brain. So yeah, I have no intention of ever doing water cooling ever. And I'm sure in the future when I do water cooling, someone is going to find this clip and show it to me, but you know what? I don't care. So last but not least, power supply. This is just the cheapest power supply I could find. So what I did is I went on PC Part Picker. Excuse me. I went on PC Part Picker, and I just put in the search thing, 80 plus gold rating, 550 watts or more, and fully modular, and ATX and stuff like that. And I actually found this. This is like down there with similar prices as 550 watt power supplies, except for it's a 750 watt power supply. But it's still got similar prices, or it did at the time, and I'm assuming it still does, have similar prices to a 550 watt power supply, and it is the Gigabyte PGM fully modular ATX power supply. It's fully modular. Don't really know what else to say about it. It should have 8 SATA or SATA, whatever, 3 Molex, 4 PCI 6+2 pin connectors, 2 EPS connectors. It should fit and stuff in my case, which is good. But yeah, to be honest, I think that is it, unless I've missed something. So I do hope you enjoyed this episode of That Tech Enthusiast Extras, and I will see you hopefully all in the next episode soon. Obviously, where it won't be a That Tech Enthusiast Extra, it will be one where it'll be a main episode where I'm talking about the latest tech news. But, I needed to do a quicker episode this weekend, for reasons. Also, you'll be able to see, if you're watching, all of my stuff on screen, like my Instagram and stuff, and I have noticed that my Instagram is wrong. It's actually at the Alien Doctor _ not at the Alien Doc, because I changed it. However, I haven't changed the Photoshop thing, which is why you'll be able to see there's like a at the Alien Doctor floating around thing. At the Alien Doctor _ That's because this is my actual Instagram. Don't go onto the other Instagram that it says on the screen. It's this one. But yeah, I'll hopefully change that for next episode. But anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you actually do have any comments, questions, or concerns, then the 3Cs, then feel free to comment down below on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Or you could also actually go ahead and go to my PC part picker list, which I have made public, and there'll be a link down there if you want to actually go and find it, where you should be able to leave comments on there, unless everything's broken again, which does occasionally happen. So yeah, there'll be a link in the description if you don't want to view it. Also, real quickly, if you want to see, because occasionally I will update it, so I'd recommend going to, I got rid of it from my clipboard. I'd recommend going to tinyurl.com/the Alien Doctor, like this, and it will take you up to my personal website, and if you then press on my setup, then you'll actually be able to see the PC part picker list, as well as the rating it got on PCGameBenchmark.com. If you're interested in benchmarks and whatnot, it could run 960 of the top 1,000 most popular games listed on PC Game Benchmark at a recommended system level, which is pretty good if you ask me. It also reckons that the lowest component in my system is the graphics card. And then it tries to sell me an i9 and an RTX 2080 Ti. I mean, it only reckons the RTX 2060 is 8% faster, so I mean, I'm not really complaining about that, to be honest. But yeah, this is a really good website, because you can also see which games your PC will be able to run. I know that I should be able to run Valorant, because this is right there, 81. But yeah, anyway, I'm just getting distracted. It tells you the minimum and the recommended for each game. Oh wow, it's actually recommended. Oh no, that's my system, never mind. Anyway, right, I'm just getting distracted. I'm just going to end the episode now. Thanks for watching. See you later. Thanks for listening. There we go. Bye.